Today, we're diving deep into the mystery of why devil fruit users can use the same techniques as their predecessors. Ever wondered why they can replicate the moves of those who came before them? Let's break it down together. Got thoughts? Drop a comment. And hey, a like and subscribe would be awesome. Quick heads up, we're touching on some recent episodes, so watch out for spoilers. Alright, let's jump right in. Ever since One Piece started, Luffy has been known as the user of the Gum fruit. But plot twist, near the end of the Wano arc, it was revealed that Luffy's true ability lies in the human fruit, mythical type model Nika. This god of the sun Nika power is still shrouded in mystery. It's classified as Zoan, yet it exhibits characteristics of Paramisha, making it a real oddball among devil fruits. Normally, Zoan abilities come with three forms: human beast, and beast. Even if we consider normal Luffy as the human form, and his closest to God of the Sun Nika appearance, the Gear 5 form as the beast form, Luffy doesn't seem to have a human beast form, right? Another possibility could be that normal Luffy is the human beast form, driving physical characteristics from the God of the Sun Nika that is like rubber itself. But even then, there's no human form, making it peculiar for a Zoan type. Speaking of peculiarities, how Luffy uses his powers after awakening is also strange. The focus here is on Luffy's Gum Don Whip and Gum Don Rocket, used in the Gear 5 form. These are the top tier moves of the Gum Don Whip and Gum Don Rocket lines. But both moves include the word white, which reads as Don. However, the only character who calls white as Don in the series is Luffy. This suggests that white equal Don isn't a common interpretation in the world of One Piece. It could be some sort of dialect from Luffy's hometown, or maybe, just maybe, it's an ancient language. In chapter 1044, Luffy said, "I can do everything I wanted to do," right after his awakening. This implies that Luffy understood instantly what was possible with the power of the God of the Sun Nika. Maybe, just maybe, those possibilities included the Don Whip and Don Rocket moves. And those moves might be the same ones the God of the Sun Nika used in the past. The ancient language and the technique names makes sense. If it was the God of the Sun Nika, who existed at least 800 years ago, who named them. We'll delve into this in a bit, but it's possible that the current user can replicate the previous user's techniques, so it's not entirely far-fetched. So it seems likely that the techniques Luffy uses are a mix of those he came up with himself, and those originally developed by the God of the Sun Nika. When Luffy first used Gear 2, he mentioned that he thought about ways to fight with all his might. So it's likely that the Gear series is all part of Luffy's original repertoire. As I briefly touched upon earlier, let's delve deeper into the possibility of devil fruit users being able to use the techniques of their predecessors. The basis of this theory lies first in understanding the characteristics of the Seraphim. In episode 1065, there was a scene where the Jinbei-type Seraphim S Shark used Fishman karate, right? Penkfor's Pythagoras offers the following viewpoint on the fact that S Shark used giant karate. The change in attack patterns due to the growth of the Seraphim. Indeed, perhaps experience is remembered in the lineage factor. From this quote, it can be inferred that S Shark didn't train in Fishman karate, since Jinbei's lineage factor contained the experience of Fishman karate. It naturally allowed S Shark, who inherited it, to use Fishman karate. The concept of experience residing in the lineage factor is a crucial point. The artificial devil fruit that Momonosuke ate is said to have been made by Dr. Vegapunk from Kato's lineage factor. Consequently, the devil fruit also contains the lineage factor. At the same time, could this imply that experience resides in the devil fruit? In other words, successors who have eaten the same devil fruit can use the techniques of their predecessors. When Luffy stated right after awakening, "I can do everything I wanted to," it could be because he caught a glimpse of the memory of the predecessor, the Sun God Nika. And in his fights against Kaido and Lucci, he borrowed the techniques of the Sun God Nika. There are already real examples of devil fruit users being able to use the techniques of their predecessors. In episode 744, Sabo used Fire Fist immediately after eating the Flame fruit. The Fire Fist is a vital technique synonymous with Ace, the predecessor who was renowned as the Fire Fist Ace. When Sabo used this technique for the first time, he exclaimed, "Ace, I'll take your technique." You might think that Sabo simply imitated Ace's technique. However, Sabo was amnesiac until he learned of Ace's death, so he should never have actually seen the Fire Fist. Yet, right after gaining the ability, he perfectly reproduced Ace's technique. Could this be evidence that Ace's experience was residing in the Flame fruit, enabling Sabo to pull off the Fire Fist, if indeed the experience of the predecessor resides in the Devil Fruit? It seems like there are several scenes that can be explained. Personally, I felt the sense of incongruity in the depiction. When Blackbeard inherited the Tremor fruit, the Tremor fruit originally grants the power to control vibrations. However, Whitebeard, who honed this power, was so incredibly powerful that he was called the Earthquake Human. Given that it's initially a power to control vibrations, it's unlikely that one could create a significant disturbance immediately after gaining the ability. Yet, Blackbeard, who stole the ability from Whitebeard during the Summit War, demonstrated the power of an earthquake strong enough to shatter Marineford in one blow right from that moment. Moreover, when Blackbeard used the Tremor fruit for the first time, he made a motion identical to Whitebeard's, astonishing those around him with their remarks. That stance. Although he did not mention the name of the technique, it's highly likely that Blackbeard used the exact same technique as Whitebeard, considering how his shark was able to flawlessly use Fishman karate without any training. The lineage factor probably stores something like a proficiency level. Blackbeard stole the power that Whitebeard had polished to the extent of being called the Earthquake Human, including its proficiency level. If such a mechanism exists, wouldn't it mean that devil fruits inevitably become stronger as they are passed down? The more a devil fruit is eaten by stronger individuals, the more the lineage factor is engraved with the experience of the strong. Maybe Blackbeard was obsessed with the dark fruit and the tremor fruit because the predecessors of these two fruits were that strong. Perhaps Luffy also managed to draw on the experience of the Sun God Nika upon awakening. This might be why he achieved a dramatic power-up strong enough to beat Kaido. While we predict that the experience of the predecessor is engraved in the Devil Fruit, the human fruit model Nika is particularly special. After all, there is talk that the will resides in the Zoan-type Devil Fruit. Not just the predecessor's techniques or experience, but the very will and memory of the Sun God Nika itself might reside within Luffy. That's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.